The wisdom of Siddhartha, a father's tale to his children in the heart of a serene Chinese village, where the mountains kissed the sky and the rivers whispered ancient secrets, lived Master Li, a man renowned for his wisdom and kindness. His home was a humble abode filled with warmth, laughter, and the aroma of jasmine tea. Master Li had two beloved children, Mei, his daughter with eyes as bright as the morning sun, and Jian, his son whose curiosity knew no bounds. Both children were known throughout the village for their sharp minds and generous spirits. One crisp autumn evening, as the moon began to rise and lanterns flickered softly in the gentle breeze, Mei and Jian approached their father. "Father," Mei began, her eyes reflecting the stars above, "you always teach us the importance of wisdom and compassion. Can you tell us a story that shows how we can become true leaders?" Jian nodded eagerly. "Yes, a story that can guide us on our path." Master Li smiled warmly at his children. "Ah, my dear ones, your desire to learn brings joy to my heart. Very well, I shall tell you the story of Siddhartha, a prince who became a great leader not through power or might, but through understanding and compassion." The children settled beside their father, anticipation lighting up their faces. Master Li took a deep breath and began his tale. The journey of Siddhartha, from prince to enlightened leader. Long ago, in a land far to the west of our village, there was a magnificent kingdom ruled by King Suddhodana. The king was overjoyed when his wife, Queen Maya, gave birth to a beautiful son whom they named Siddhartha. From the moment he was born, it was clear that Siddhartha was no ordinary child. Wise sages prophesied that he would either become a great king or a revered spiritual leader. Determined that his son would follow in his footsteps and become a mighty ruler, King Suddhodana shielded Siddhartha from all the hardships of life. The prince was surrounded by luxury. He lived in opulent palaces, wore the finest silks, and was entertained by the most talented artists and musicians. Every desire was fulfilled before it could even become a wish. But as Siddhartha grew older, a restlessness stirred within him. Despite all the pleasures around him, he felt a void that could not be filled. One day, he approached his father. "Father," Siddhartha said, "I wish to see the world beyond the palace walls." Reluctantly, the king agreed but ordered his servants to clear the streets of anything unpleasant. However, fate had other plans. As Siddhartha ventured out, he encountered something that changed his life forever. First, he saw an old man, bent with age, leaning on a staff. "What is wrong with that man?" he asked his charioteer. "He is old, my prince. Age comes to us all," the charioteer replied. Next, he saw a person lying by the roadside, writhing in pain. "And what afflicts this person?" Siddhartha inquired. "He is sick, sire. Sickness is a part of life," came the response. Then, he saw a funeral procession carrying a body adorned with flowers. "Why does that person not move?" he asked, a knot forming in his stomach. "He is dead, my prince. Death is the inevitable end for all." Finally, Siddhartha saw a wandering ascetic, serene and content. "And who is this man, radiating peace amidst all this suffering?" "He is a monk, who has renounced worldly possessions to seek freedom from the pains of life," the charioteer explained. These encounters shook Siddhartha to his core. He realized that all the luxuries he enjoyed could not shield him from the realities of suffering, aging, sickness, and death. Determined to find a solution to the suffering he witnessed, Siddhartha made a profound decision. That very night, while the palace slept, he took one last look at his sleeping wife and newborn son. With a heavy yet resolute heart, he left the palace, shedding his royal garments and exchanging them for simple robes. He became a wanderer seeking the truth. For 6 years, Siddhartha studied with wise teachers and practiced severe austerities, pushing his body to the brink of death. Yet, enlightenment eluded him. One day, weak and emaciated, he accepted a bowl of rice from a kind village girl. Regaining his strength, he realized that neither extreme indulgence nor extreme asceticism could lead to true understanding. He then made his way to a place beneath a Bodhi tree and sat in deep meditation, vowing not to rise until he found the answers he sought. Days and nights passed as he faced inner demons and distractions. Finally, as the morning star rose on the seventh day, Siddhartha attained enlightenment. He became the Buddha, the awakened one.